Please note, all picks made on the Wednesday Pick'em podcast and any advice given here within are for entertainment purposes only.
This is the XFL! Welcome to the XFL! Our brand of football! Our brand of football! Freedom to go places that other leagues have determined to be off limits. Our brand of football!
Genuine football boys.
Yeah.
Come on, get excited for some football.
You know, it's funny, when I search football using voice commands, I get listings for the NFL Combine and scouting reports for college football recruiting.
I'm pretty sure Necessary Roughness came up at one point when I searched my TV for football.
Yeah. You specifically have to search for the XFL.
Yeah, do not voice search football on your device and think you'll get the XFL. It will not happen. You will get a wonderful late 80s vehicle,
you know what's
starring
even
Scott
funnier?
Bakula and Sinbad.
You know what's even funnier?
And Kathy Ireland.
When I searched for it using the keyword sports,
Yes.
I got like women's basketball, which is great because it's the NCAA's going on right now. You got basketball going on.
I tried that same thing, voice search my TV, sports. My TV shut off, my phone turned on, and started playing sports by Huey Lewis in the News. And I just kept it on, man, and my day got way better.
That is a great album.
I'm not going to watch the XFL.
Yeah, it's weird, but like
Huey knew.
These are the tiny little like stupid people disadvantages that this league has
This league is at a disadvantage.
because it's not the NFL.
It should be the DFL, the Disadvantaged Football League. Because, well, actually, that might have something that's not funny. But yes, they are at a disadvantage when, you know, you can't voice search. Listen, NFL Sunday.
I mean, obviously, like XFL football, it'll pop up.
Oh, for
but
sure.
Just the fact that like it's obviously football on the programming. How come just that one keyword can't pop it up? But
NFL,
you get all the combine coverage.
NFL Sunday. I spent a lot of them over at your place. I would hit the voice search and just go, oh, football. And the TV just knew. It just went, bloop, you want to watch football, you big idiot. And it went right to it. Tried it with XFL, and it was like, nah, you don't want to watch that.
Yeah.
Come on, son. Come on, son. You don't want to watch that. I got a darts championship. You want to watch darts?
It took me to darts programming too.
Do you want to watch darts? Do you want to watch grown men throw darts?
This is what you get for not paying us.
Let me say this again. Would you like to watch a middle-aged, beer-gutted, bespectacled gentleman with a horrid goatee throw a dart at a board?
No,
Something
I
you
want to
can
see
do
a bunch of white people bake. That's what I want to see. I want to see people make loaves of bread and croissants and wedding cakes. That's what I want to see. I don't want to see subpar football.
No, not football. What'd you say?
Croissant.
That's not how you say that.
Croissant.
Croissant. Un croissant.
Le croissant.
Un du fromage, un croissant. French accent. I'm good at accents.
Yeah, what can I say? You know,
we've proven this. I'm great at accents. Put me up against any Frenchie out there. Un du fromage, un croissant. Perfect.
Hey, so with the XFL obviously not paying us.
Yes. By the way, this is the Wednesday Pick'em podcast.
Oh yeah, I'm one heavier co-host. Team.
That's the way you can do it.
Billy Football Voice. Right by me is Jimmy Vacation.
Hi.
I did a great job on that.
Good job.
I was much better last week when we were happy. No, 2 weeks ago.
I was going to say, last week, we forgot to do an introduction at all. We got very...
Oh, my God.
Discombobulated.
So, yeah. I'm a bit out of practice here.
Yeah, so, I mean, hey, your scores are up from last week because last week you got a 0. Now you get like a 50. I'll give you a 50 on this one.
Cool, thanks.
It's, you know.
Nowhere to go but up. And nowhere to go but down for the XFL, it seems.
Well, let's get into this, shall we?
Since they didn't pay us, we got to looking into what's really going on.
What's really going on, Vince?
Yeah, and all the other people who aren't Vince involved in this. And
Andrew Luck's dad.
I've tallied up their ratings and their attendance and their total viewership numbers over the last 4 weeks, and they started off averaging about 3.1 million viewers per game. On TV, yeah. And then the live audience was somewhere around 17,400, 17,500. Pretty even spread between all the games and stuff like that.
75, is that all attendance across the board for all?
No, that's average attendance.
Okay. Okay. So it's an average of the 4 games. Okay. I just try to get it in my head.
Yeah. So by week 2, the total viewership average goes down to 2.05 million. So it cuts by half right off the bat.
That's a big drop.
What's weird? Average NFL attendance went up to about 19,000. The big one was Tampa Bay, Seattle having over 29,000 people at the game.
Wow.
Yep. That was surprising. Week 3, the viewership average goes down to 1.59 million.
So they're just dropping.
Yeah. The highest rated game was Dallas and Seattle. The lowest one was DC, and the Los Angeles one to the Wildcats. And then that leaves us with this last week, 1.37 for the average viewership.
They're not. Hey, listen.
And the average attendance was 17,556. So it's the. I actually forgot to mention week 4. The attendance was actually its highest at 20,500, give or take.
They're doing okay. So like attendance wise, they've stayed pretty steady.
Except they're back to square one now.
Yes. I mean, here's the thing. You knew TV viewership there was going to be a drop off.
Yeah.
You're still clocking over 1 million viewers.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
They've lost 60% of their TV viewership since they started.
I think they knew they were going to do that, though. They had to have known.
It's possible, yeah.
They had to have known that they were going to have a lot on the first week, and then they were going to have it. You have to know there's going to be a drop off for this.
But I hate them.
Yes,
that's the point. So I'm glad to see this.
Oh, I love that it's failing.
And I'm going to be following this like a hawk because sometimes I just don't have anything better to do.
Listen, this is what, week 5?
4. This was we're on week 5 now.
We're on week 5 now. I don't know if I've got the juice to get myself to week 12. Is there 12 weeks?
Yep.
12 weeks. We're not at the half. We're 1 week away from halfway through, and I am white knuckling just trying to drive this caravan to the end.
You really are falling asleep at the wheel.
No, it is Vince who fell asleep at the wheel for letting this abomination back on the road.
That son of a bitch.
So let's talk about it. You scored. There was actually a recalculation, by the way. I realized I was not keeping track of the points through the spread.
What?
I was keeping track of the points just straight up and down. I know it's a mistake. So sue me. It's the XFL.
We don't have an app running everything for us, so
no, exactly. I have to do it by sticks and stones in my own brain, and that's not great. Luckily for us, there was only 1 point difference. We both earned an extra point from week 2. So you did. So I think that put you at 3 points for the week, and me at 2 points for the week. We're still. I'm still doing terrible. You're still an XFL genius.
Yeah.
Even though this week we didn't do so well, me at 1 point and you at 2.
Yeah, those first 2 games, who did we have?
Oh, boy.
Don't worry, I got the schedule right here.
Oh, you're so good.
Yeah, oh, yeah. We had the one to the Wildcats against the, not the Giants.
Oh,
the Guardians.
The non-Giants. The non-Giants, a.k.a. the Guardians.
The Guardians. And we went
the Guardians won.
Yeah. You never know what you never know with those Wildcats.
The one titty out. Listen, the titty either goes left or it goes right. Sometimes it goes up. Sometimes it goes in a semicircle. You don't know what it's going to do.
Have you ever seen one go in a figure eight?
Yes.
Because I think that's what happened
All
with
titties
this week.
go in weird directions when it's all, and especially when it's a Wildcat and titty. Like, you don't know where that thing's go. I mean, it could go anywhere.
And then we lost Seattle, St. Louis.
Oh, because they didn't cover the spread. Because
Yeah.
the spread was like 12.5. The spread was nuts. And they won by like 7. That's not bad.
But the next game was a pretty quick saving grace with
Battlehawks. Well, not Battlehawks.
No,
The Hawks. No.
I can't do the accent.
Well,
the Houston Roughnecks.
You've got to go study under a accent coach. My accent coach, Frank Tilmont, is a genius. I mean, you can throw out any. I mean, really, I'm pretty much at this point anywhere in the world. I'm like Carmen Sandiego, baby. I got that accent down.
But this next game,
Oh, don't bring up this game.
I've got a little segment I'd like to go into and call.
Oh, you kidding me? You're doing it now?
I fucking told you so. That's all you get, though, because this isn't the real podcast. I fucking told you Tampa Bay was going to steal that one.
Tampa Bay over DC on paper was a playmaker. I was sure DC was gonna just listen. DC, they were they were 2-0. They went on the road, took a hard road loss. This is week 4, still on the road. I thought for sure they'd return to form and bust up dem Vipes.
Yeah, they didn't.
No, they got blanked.
They can't.
They got blanked.
And the Vipers looked pretty good, but they did look pretty good against a garbage team, or at least a team that's garbage on the road. I don't know what to make of that yet.
25-0. That's big.
I mean, putting 27 points on the Hawks, which is a solid team.
A winless team took on a 2-1 and blanked them. We're going to have to listen when we go to the picks.
They put 27 points on the Battlehawks.
That's true.
Wait. We sound like we are way too into this right now. Tone it down, buddy.
Well, I mean,
But it is the Battlehawks.
Hey, that's a Battlehawks game. I will pay attention to the Battlehawks all day.
Yeah, and those guys are kind of like the big home draw right now in that league too. They're kind of keeping the attendance numbers up
Because they put it in a city that lost its team.
Yep.
Smartest thing they could have done.
Don't get why Seattle is the next biggest draw by only 1,000 less.
That's insane.
Yep.
And again, you put a team in LA, you could have put it in San Diego. You could have put it in San Diego. You're probably doing way better numbers. At least I'd say 6,000 to 7,000 more people attending.
That's the worst
At
of
least.
the bunch. Anyways. So yeah,
you could have called them the San Diego Voltage. Like, we're not the Chargers, we're the Voltage.
We're the San Diego Ohms, which is also pretty good.
The Ohms.
Because that's a double entendre, because I'm sure a lot of people do yoga over there, too.
Oh, my God. They could have the yoga symbol thing.
Mixed with, the symbol for the ohms and for electricity.
Electricity ohms. Dude, how are we not working there?
I think you're right. I am an XFL genius, and I think Vince McMahon really fucked up not hiring us.
Yes, he made huge mistakes.
We would fix this league. First, we bring in Patrick Mahomes. Then we bring in Tom Brady.
Wait, hold on. These are your plans. Bring in Pull Patrick Mahomes.
He owes me a favor.
Okay. Please continue.
Then we bring in The Rock.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's easy. That's a punt. That's easy.
Yeah. And then I don't know what to do.
So just so I might, in summation, your pitch for the XFL.
Bring in Mahomes as a kicker.
For great success, you hire Super Bowl champion Patrick Mahomes.
And greatest of all time
Super Bowl champion 6 times over, Tom Brady. 41-year-old Tom Brady.
Yes.
And WWE superstar and Hollywood bigwig Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Yeah. It's foolproof.
I mean, I get it. I understand it. It's going to cost more money than this league ever will make just for those 3 people.
Nah.
The Rock makes easily $100,000 in a movie.
It's easy, man. You just take the TV rights money and you... Oh, wait. There isn't any TV rights money. So let's get to this next week of games.
Yeah, okay, XFL genius. Let's see what kind of magic you have this week. Do you want me to do this? Because this part always seems to throw your voice out. Unless you got
go
it.
right ahead.
You sure?
Yeah.
Saturday, March 7th, 2020, 2 p.m. The Seattle Dragons are going to Texas to play the house down Roundhouse. Roughnecks are the favorite, and oh my God, and the esophagus 13 points.
I threw my paper. I can't reach it. Hold on.
I don't know a thing of what you just said, so I'm just going to set this up in normal voice. I heard it all. Yeah, 13 at home for the Roughnecks, huh?
Yeah, well, I mean, they are the undefeated team. They have the number 1 quarterback, the number 4 and number 5 top tacklers in their linebackers, Brown and Gates. And it's Seattle is, again, they're the most XFL-iest team. Even though they're not the worst team, they're technically tied for being the worst team. They had a week 2 win over the Vipers, who just finally kind of got their stuff together. And then a 12-point loss to DC in week 1. They had a 12-point loss in week 3 to Dallas. And then a 6-point loss in week 4 to... Oh, you know what, though? They did play DC early, Dallas, and St. Louis. Maybe Seattle pulls it off.
They might cover the spread.
They've never lost by more than 12. And the spread is 13.
Nah, I'm going to house now.
I am too. I don't have enough. I really, really, really don't know of anybody on the Dragons.
And the Dragons
Do they have one player that stands out at all? I don't know yet.
I don't think they have anybody in like the stat leaders column. I don't think they do. I mean, I'm trying to remember when I looked over the stat leaders. I don't remember seeing anybody on the Dragoons.
Please tell me you didn't spend more than 3 minutes on that.
Oh, I spent tons of time. It's this bad to where on my phone now, on my most visiteds,
Oh, no.
XFL is up there. And I know Vince is probably just like, yes, somebody's watching.
I think I think if the ratings fall at this rate by the end of the season, the total viewership will just be a small list of names.
I'll say this: they have one great player, and his name is Steven Johnson. The number 1 combined tackles of 40 combined tackles. He is a linebacker for the Seattle Dragons. Steven Johnson. He is the only person he's the only person anywhere near the top 5. Well, no, he is the top 5. He's number 1 in combined tackles. So they have a really good linebacker. Do you think a really good linebacker is going to hold the Roughnecks to less than 24 points?
I see them eating shit.
Yeah, the Roundhouse are just going to...
That's a good team.
It's just, they're undefeated. And I think they're just going to stomp the Dragons. And the Dragons, that's a tough... I mean, you had the Vipers in week 2, but week 1, 3, and 4, you had DC, who week 1 was somebody. Dallas and the Battle House.
Yeah.
That's a rough run. And now you have the House and Ralph now.
Yeah, it's going to hurt.
It's going to hurt real bad. Oh, boy. So, yeah, I think I'm going Houston.
Me too.
All right.
You heard it here first. Endorsed by the expert himself.
5 p.m.
Oh, my God, it's you.
New York Guardians versus Dallas Renegades.
Jesus.
Renegades are favored by 8 points. You son of a bitch.
You son of a bitch. So the Guardians are playing the Renegades.
Yeah.
In 2 cities I want to take a shit on. New York, and Dallas. Who do I want to shit on the least?
I kind of want to shit on New York the least.
Oh, you're going to take New York? Damn it, I was going to take New York.
I think they can cover the spread.
I think they can cover the spread. Also, Landry Jones has thrown a lot of picks over 3 games.
He's melted down.
7 picks over 3 games.
He's not good.
They're two. And both these teams are 2-2. New York bounced back last week over the One Titty Out Wildcats, but still, Wildcats, they've done some stuff.
Yeah.
The only thing I don't love is that the New York Guardians, week 1, put up 23 points. Impressive. Very impressive.
Mm-hmm.
Weeks 2 through 4, they put up 26 points. Not so impressive. I don't love that.
They do have a pretty good defense, it looks like.
Yeah, they got good defense.
I think they'll be able to get to Landry Jones and make him throw more picks.
There's a kind of like a log jam at the top of sack leaders because there's a lot of people tied for 2 and 3rd, second and third place.
Mm-hmm.
But 3 of the top 5 sack leaders are on the Guardians. And Landry Jones throwing 7 picks means he's getting a lot of pressure on him. This is a team that likes to put pressure on people. I think the Guardians pull this out, man. I think the Guardians, if they don't win, I think they win close by 6. I like the Guardians. God,
I do too.
I hate myself, but give me New York.
Yeah. Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, let's give us New
Go
York.
New York. Get me a giant slice of pizza that I gotta fold in half in order to eat.
Oh, it's so big I gotta put it in half, bro.
Also, take off your shoes at the door so you don't track all the urine you just walked in through the house.
Don't track in that street pee, bro.
And the best gabagool is at Jimmy's right down the road, okay? You go to Jimmy's, you get the gabagool, it's great.
You out of your mind? It's at Danny's, bro. Danny's got the best gabagool.
Danny's is garbage for gabagool, but they got some good sopressata.
They got the good supersat. Look good. Put a little slice of that fresh moots on there, my friend. Oh boy.
You know what the secret to the best pizza is? It's the dough.
It's the dough. Dough got the taste, bro. It's the base of flavor. It's the base of the flavor. You listen. You could go ahead. You could put a fucking sauce made of my grandmother's shit on that dough. Oh, you eat it up like a fresh sopas on the gabagool. Oh God.
Oh boy.
Why do Jersey guys do that with Italian foods? They always cut the word off weirdly. Sopressat.
Gabagool. I don't know.
Mozzarella. It's weird.
It's probably all that tanning lotion then.
It's all the tanning lotion. That's what it is.
Sunday, March 8th, you're fired.
I'm fired?
3 p.m. The St. Louis crushing that butt Battlehawks are going to the nation's capital to play the floundering D.C. Defenders. Defenders are the underdog at home at 3.5 points.
Put them out of their misery. Go
Battlehawks.
Battlehawks.
Go Battlehawks. Did you guys think we weren't going to pick Battle? Who thought we were going to pick?
Jordan Tamu is a playmaker.
Yes.
And I have no reason to not say that because he's still pretty good.
Dude,
he's been consistent all year.
number 2 QB in the league and the number 5 rusher.
And you know who isn't the number anything QB right now? Cardale Jones.
No. He's the number Pooperton.
I was big on him the first couple weeks because I recognized his name and that proved to be a pretty good guess. And then they collapsed.
Okay, I mean, I'd hate to correct you. He's actually the number 5.
Out of 8.
Cardale Jones is
Out of 8?
Well, here's what's funny. Cardale Jones is number 5, but he is at 674 yards total, right? The next is Landry Jones, who's played in 1 game less than he has, with 784, almost 100 more yards thrown.
Wow.
So yeah, that's something. All right, yeah. I mean, there's no way we're not picking the Battlehawks. By the way, can I just say, I forgot about this, and I wanted to bring this up, and the Defenders reminded me. There's the DC Defenders and the New York Guardians. That name's like the same thing.
Oh my God, you're right.
Yeah. There's 8 teams. I get in the NFL there's 9 cat teams and a lot of other, there's been a couple of bird teams.
Yeah.
But there's 8 teams. You couldn't come up with something, but you couldn't come
The
up.
DC Pentagons.
The DC Congress. DC. It doesn't even have to be about DC. The DC Swamp Things. The DC Unicorns. The DC
Smithsonians.
Flagellants. I don't know.
The Washington D.C. Well, yeah, Capitals.
The DC Dukes. It doesn't matter. It could have been anything.
Conversely, the New York Gabagools.
The Gabagool.
The New York.
Delis. They should have been the Delis.
Fuck yes! I would get behind that team even if they are as dysfunctional as they currently are.
I want it to be like a silhouette of the corner deli or the corner restaurant that they went to in Seinfeld all the time. I want that. I want that as the insignia on the helmet. Even though that wasn't a deli, it was more of a diner. I don't care.
Like each week, it's like they have like one deli featured on their jersey. One week it's Katz's, the next week it's Carnegie. You know, whatever.
That would actually be pretty awesome.
Russ
and Daughters. Hey, it's a place.
You could do a lot more with different names for a New York team, like the New York Tito Puentes.
Okay, well
that's bad.
That's bad. I'm glad that you admitted it. I didn't want to tell. I don't want to shoot down your ideas like that. I don't want to be a dream killer.
But like you can't.
Tito Puentes is terrible.
Come on, you can't do the Washington D.C. Tito Puentes. That doesn't make any sense. He wasn't from there.
Was he from New York?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought Tito Puente was from like Cuba.
He's Puerto Rican and he was born in Brooklyn.
Oh.
History.
I mean, I guess because anything in the past technically is history, but all right.
Nah.
What?
9 p.m.? Is that right?
The XFL is scared of something because these games keep getting weirdly late. There is a 6-hour gap between the 3 p.m. Sunday game and then a 9 p.m. Sunday game.
Okay. All right. I just wanted to make sure we're clear here.
Just so you
9 p.m. Tampa Bay Vipers against the LA 130 Wildcats. Wildcats favored by 1 point.
Interesting.
Okay. So the OTOWCs, baby.
The one titty out Wildcats.
Against the possibly surging Vipers. It's hard to tell.
It's
but they're
one
running.
Game. It's one game.
But their running game has been good for 2 games, and there's only been 4 games.
Okay, that's true. That's very true. That's very true.
And it's a straight up and down, one very dysfunctional team that you don't know what's going to do. You don't know what the hell it's going to do, and another team that's bad but puts away other bad teams apparently.
Unless they're playing Houston or the Battlehawks, I think I'm just going to stick with my one titty out Wildcats from now on.
Well,
they're my one titty out Wildcats, baby.
This week, redemption
you're going
is spelt VIPERS.
You're going with the Vipes?
God damn right I am.
It's your new favorite team.
I think they could pull it off against the Wildcats, but then again, well, the Wildcats destroyed the defenders, but look what Tampa Bay did to the defenders.
They both put hard beat downs.
So it's kind of hard to tell which way this one's going to go.
Well, I mean, okay, the Tampa Bay Vipers 25-0 win over DC, 211 pass yards with 266.
Yep.
They like to run the ball.
Yeah.
They don't like to throw.
But they can throw.
I don't know
They
if
just
can.
go for the short pass.
I think they had DC so scared of that run that Taylor Cornelius was just kind of allowed to look like he was good. Like they were just like, guys, we can't let them run anymore. And then like Taylor Cornelius is like, guess what, guys?
I'm Taylor Cornelius.
I'm Taylor. I'm just a little sassy boy back here. I'm gonna throw this. You don't think I'm gonna throw this football? You think my tiny little hands can't throw that football, huh? Hold on, somebody give me my jar of marmalade. And then he just eats marmalade out of a jar. And everyone's like, ugh. It's brought to him by like an old Southern woman. And like
I got to go practice the piano now.
Listen, don't you go touching my fingies. I got piano practice later. And Mrs. Hutchinson gets real angry if my fingers are danded up, so you don't touch my fingies. He just threw the ball. Like, yeah, he you know, I don't know. I don't know if the Vipers are going to be able. And again, the Wildcats are ready to swing the other way. Josh Johnson, number 3 QB in the league out of 8. So I mean, but number 3 and number 5 top wide receivers. Plus, they have like again in a very clogged lane of a lot of ties. They have the number 2 sack leader and the number 2 interception leader. It's not bad. That's good.
All things that are pass related, right?
Well, the sacks, that means the lines that means someone's breaking up the line.
Yeah, but do you usually sack the quarterback on a run play? No, because the ball's already gone in a split second.
Well, but you're breaking up the line. Listen, I'm not trying to convince you. I don't care. Pick the Vipers. I don't give a shit.
I will gladly lose that point just because they got me that point last week in dominating fashion.
And I just love titties, so I'm picking my Wildcats.
I get it. I almost picked the Wildcats myself.
So let's see, just to break this down. So you're taking, we're both taking the Raw now.
We're samesies all the way up into the last game. So Guardians.
Oh, that's right. We're both taking
the New York LaGuardians.
Oh my God, it was right there.
It was right there. God damn it.
The LaGuardians. That sounds good, actually. The New York LaGuardians. You're paying homage to a famed mayor.
And a terrible airport at the same time.
At the same time.
It's free. It's free real estate, man.
Can we just get back on how bad Cardell Jones has been?
Oh, God, he's been the worst. Like, everything about this league is the worst.
He threw for 72 yards last week. 72 yards. 0 touchdowns, 1 interception.
Jesus Christ. And you know what? That's another reason why the ratings keep going down.
These ratings are just going to keep going down. It's a ratings disaster.
And the only reason why is because we're burying it. We could have saved this fucking league, man.
Yeah, and guess what, Vince? We got the shovels. We got the shovels, Vince.
Yes, we are going to take this thing down
from the bottom to the top.
And we're going to break your stupid idea in half.
Vince, you're